To buy Madden 22 coins for the 100% cheapest price on the internet with quick delivery, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Let's go, baby. A little pre-game snack. Kind of disgusting, I won't lie, bro. Salsa family, and today coming back at you guys with another Madden 22 video on the channel. And in today's video, the first golden ticket player is coming soon in Madden 22, and you can get him absolutely free. It's that Swift luck, man. Drop a like down below if you want good luck. And before I get too sidetracked with a good daily quick sell pulls, as you guys can see on the screen right here, we have a quick little $10 Xbox giveaway. All you gotta do is be the first person to claim this, and you're getting 10 bucks for free. And fellas, I'm planning to do giveaways just like this every single day all the way until the Super Bowl, so be sure you guys are subbed to the channel so you don't miss out, and leave a like down below. If this gets 1,000 likes, you get another giveaway in tomorrow's video. And thing number 2, fellas, shout out to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring these giveaways. As you guys know, there's the free Joe Burrow line you gotta take advantage of before the Super Bowl, so don't miss it. And thing number 2, they added some new like fantasy football lines you guys can pick. As you can see on the screen right here, this is kind of what I'm trying out with the fantasy lines. But of course, fellas, don't miss out on the free Joe Burrow line for the Super Bowl. And if you want to try out Underdog Fantasy, be sure you use code SWIFT to get some free money on the app. If you deposit 10 bucks, you're gonna get 20. If you deposit 20 bucks, you're gonna get 40. So use code SWIFT, click the link in the description, and let's get after it. And you gotta love the Underdog Fantasy hats. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Why are you the way that you are?
Alright, so without further ado, let's get after it and let's get into the video. As I said in the intro, this is the first golden ticket-esque player coming into Madden 22, and the reason why I'm giving it that title is because this is a card that was not designed by EA, it was designed by a Madden player. So I guess let me give you guys a bit of a backstory as to why this card's coming into the game, give you guys some kind of hidden details about the player, as well as talk about how you can get him for free. Alright, so the reason why, and I guess how someone was able to design a Madden card and get it in Madden 22 is because of the Madden Championship Series tournament that was going on for, I want to say, the past 2 weeks. And to go along with the pretty wild prize pool that EA was giving out to the winners, there was also a special reward for the person that came in first place. The person that came in first place was able to design a custom 97 overall Madden card. And before the finals, each of the finalist Madden cards were revealed. As you guys can see on the screen right here, this is the first player that was revealed who had a chance to win. It's AJ Terrell, 97 overall with 96 speed, 97 excel, 97 man, 97 zone, 97 press, 95 jumping. A very good card across the board, but this is not the card that won. Now, the card that ended up taking the W is a 97 overall Colin Johnson card. Now, when I saw this card, I was like, who decided to do this? He doesn't look that amazing. Who in the world is Colin Johnson? But let's go over the stats and let's talk about why this card is actually pretty overpowered. As you guys can see, 96 speed, so that can go up to 99. He's gonna have 94 short route running, 94 medium, 96 deep, 94 CIT, 95 catching, and 96 spec catch. And like I said before, fellas, when I originally saw this card, I was like, what the heck? Who is Colin Johnson? But digging deeper, as you guys will see, the man is 6'6". He is 6'6", so a wide receiver that is 6'6", who's gonna get 99 speed in Madden 22 is looking pretty overpowered. And obviously, as I alluded to before, the person that designed the Colin Johnson card was the card that won that final game. So AJ Terrell is not gonna be getting a card. Colin Johnson will be getting a card. And in terms of archetypes, fellas, and theme teams, here's what I gotta tell you. So similar to what went on with the golden tickets last year in Madden 22, firstly, Colin Johnson is gonna be getting Jets, Giants, and Jags team camp. So if you're rocking any of those theme teams, you're about to get a 99 speed, 6'6" wide receiver. Now, in terms of the way the abilities work on this card, as you guys can see, it said he was a physical archetype, but that's not really the way it works. Basically, as you guys know in Madden 22, when you go to put an ability on your player, there's specific slots. So there's the first tier, there's the second tier, there's the third tier. And when it comes to the slots on this card, there's going to be one slot archetype. So think of that as basically like one of the slots is going to get any of those slot players for cheap. Next up, there's going to be one route runner. In that specific slot, route tech is going to cost you the same price that it would on a full route runner card. And then the final bucket is deep threat. So 3 ability slots. One of them is going to be the slot ability slot, one of them is going to be route runner, and one of them is going to be deep threat. So looking really good. Basically what that means is any wide receiver ability you could want in Madden 22, you're going to be getting for cheap on the card. Then thing number 2, he's also massive and has good speed. And as you guys know, in my video yesterday, I was talking about how I never get elite 0 chill players. Well, there we go. We get an 83 overall Sherrod Niesman. It's like EA Sports heard me. 88 overall player right here in Marvin Jones, and we ended off with a legend. I don't know why I'm commentating this pack right here, but it was a free one, so we'll take it. Now, getting back on track, fellas, like I was saying, we got to continue talking about these cards because they're honestly looking pretty good. Now, one thing that I'm sure a lot of people are curious about is when is this player coming into Madden 22? And what EA Sports has said is they think this card is going to be coming into the game relatively soon, like probably before the end of this week. And of course, I'm sure a lot of people are watching this and they're like, how in the world can I get this Colin Johnson card for free? Well, the way you're going to be doing so is by going over here to your sets, go into the MCS sets, and this is kind of like the final teaser card that EA Sports has kind of been talking about slightly for the entire year. As you guys can see, when you go to your sets and you go all the way way to the right, to MCS, you scroll all the way to the bottom, there is kind of like a hidden set right here. It's basically going to say, collect the MCS players, put them into the set, and get the 97 overall Madden Bowl champion. So if you're looking to get this card for free, what you guys would have had to do is you would have had to get these other 4 players, so Tyreek Hill, Randy Moss, Jalen Ramsey, Derwin James, and you'll basically throw them into this set right here to get this 97. Now wait, before you click off this video, because you're like, dang, I didn't get all these 4 players, there is still a way to get this card even if you don't have all 4 of the cards. I'm in a situation where I don't have Randy Moss, so I'm actually not going to be getting this card for free, but there is still a way you guys can get this player on your team. Okay, so importantly to note, the thing about these cards, whether it was AJ Terrell that won or Colin Johnson that won, the player will be getting a power-up. So Colin Johnson is going to be getting a power-up item in Madden 22. Now, one thing we've seen with all these players, Derwin James, Jalen Ramsey, Randy Moss, Tyreek Hill, these players all have a training bypass in the place of the 95. So what that means is, let's say for example, I wanted Derwin James, but I simply couldn't get him because I don't have the collectibles right here to do the set. What that's going to mean is instead of getting the player, you can use training in the slot where you would typically put in the player item. So fellas, I actually have Derwin James on my team right here, so I can show you guys exactly what that's going to look like. As you guys will see, I will filter it down by strong safety, and Derwin James, as you guys will notice, is going to have a little training bypass right here on the power-up, the 94 Derwin James. When I go to upgrade him, as you guys will see, there's 2 different options. There's going to be one right here that's going to allow me to put in 24k training, and there's going to be one that allows me to put in the wild card Derwin James. So let's say, for example, I didn't have the Derwin James card. What I could do is I could put in training to upgrade this player to the maximum. And considering the fact that all the other MCS players in Madden 22 have this exact same training bypass, I'm going to just assume that Colin Johnson should have a training bypass as well. So let's say, for example, you don't have all 4 of the cards that go into the set. What you guys can do is you can actually go ahead and just use some training points to get this Colin Johnson up to a 98 in the power-up, who's probably going to go to a 99 if you have like any decent wide receiver strat cards. Okay, now another thing that I'm sure a lot of people are curious about is how much training is this going to cost? It's probably going to be pretty expensive, to be honest with you guys. As you guys can see right here, just using like the 95 overall player as an example, the 95 overall card, if you wanted to use a training bypass on him, was going to cost you 24k. And when we compare that to the amount of training that a 95 overall player is going to quick sell for, a 95 overall player quick sells for 26k training. So just assuming that EA Sports kind of continues with that path that they're using, it should cost a little bit less than a 97 overall player would quick sell for. Right now, 97s, or just like all the time 97s, they will quick sell for 52k training. What that's going to mean is I would assume that the training bypass might be like 45k, maybe like 48k, but honestly, it should be worth it. It's going to basically be like 200k in coin value for basically a golden ticket card. This is a 99 speed receiver who's going to get all the best abilities in Madden 22 and have insane height. What more could you ask for? So yeah, I'm definitely pretty excited to see this card come in Madden 22. I will most certainly be making a video talking about the training bypass, all that stuff, when the player does get revealed, but I thought it was kind of cool that EA Sports did reveal that stuff on stream yesterday, so expect the player coming into the game relatively soon. Definitely excited to see what that card is looking like. In the background right here, we might try and open up 1 or 2 more packs. I will say, it might not be the worst idea in the world to invest in a little bit of training right now. When the card comes into the game, if he gets a training bypass, a lot of people are going to be looking to get him, because I'm sure a lot of people probably didn't go ahead and watch every single stream to be able to go ahead and get all 4 MCS players. You have to watch a lot of live streams to be able to do that. So I'm assuming that a lot of people probably aren't in a situation where they're able to get that full card for free, which is going to mean that if you want the best card in Madden 22, I think that's the best card in Madden 22. If you want him, you're going to need training. So what I'm expecting is I'm thinking the training market might go up a little bit. Again, I don't think it would be a terrible idea to invest in some training. As you guys can see, 85 Trey Lance right there, actually a pretty solid pull, so we'll take that. And yeah, let's finish this pack off right here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. Again, if you are not signed up with Underdog Fantasy, you're going to want to make sure you're signed up so you don't miss out on all the special offers that are coming on the app. We get an 88 overall player right here, Gerald Everett. We'll take that, so looking pretty solid. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Use code SWIFT on Underdog. We have a great time over there. I will say it does make it a lot more enjoyable to maybe place like a small bet or 2 as you're watching the game. It does make it a lot more fun. So sign up, use code SWIFT. Thank you guys a ton for the support with the Underdog sponsor. And until next time, fellas, I'll see you guys in my next video. Turn those noties on so you don't miss out on the PSN gift card giveaway that'll be tomorrow. And until then, I'm out. Peace.